Wait, Iris! I do have a part for you when we get home. What's the matter with her? She's behaving really strangely all of a sudden. Well, in that case, we won't keep you any longer either. It's been quite a while since I had any visitors. It was really fun. But next time you come, I'd prefer it if you're ready for basic. Can't make any promises, sorry. It's a bit strange how the records of Lieutenant Van Zeke's autopsy have disappeared, but I think we've asked all we came to ask now. Move. November 2nd, room on President Street. Police are still busily investigating here then. Gina's nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Maybe she's calling now. Jackson had some ties to the Reaper after all. Yes, that's been blissfully quiet, hasn't it? Perhaps she's out investigating on her own, like some more boss to her. Well, I expect she'll be back before too long. Shall we wait? Actually, there's something different about this room since the last time we were here, isn't there? We could always use the time to investigate more thoroughly. This little trunk wasn't here before, was it? Oh, it appears to be made of metal. It must be very heavy. I wonder to whom it belongs. There's some initials on the outside, look. TG. Tobias Gregson. Let's ask one of the policemen if they know how he came to be here. Oi! What do you think you're doing? Oh, Gina. That's my trunk, that is. Hands off. Gina! Where were you hiding? I don't know, you leave something unattended for a few seconds and every Tom, Dick and Harry's got his greedy eyes on it. Just a wild guess, Gina, but... What? Spit it out, Odo. Is it fair to say that you've only owned this trunk since the falling trunk? What are you trying to say? Come on, this trunk goes with me everywhere. Always has. Where have you been the last year? Trying not to infer your love, you mean me? You should hear them talking at the yard now. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're saying that it was the boss who killed all them bludgers. Ah, you mean the whole Reaper thing. Yeah. Apparently, the boss was investigating stuff that no one else at the yard knew nothing about. Stuff to do with all them criminals who were off scot-free. Yes, the ones prosecuted by Lord Van Zeeks, who used bribery and corruption to evade conviction. Well, then obviously, it was that bloomin' Reaper giving the orders, wasn't it? But why would people be suspecting Inspector Gregson of being involved in the killings? There was a notebook hidden in his office. Oh no. Doesn't sound good. It had details about all the crimes that have been pegged as Reaper's work. What? No! Did you see it, Gina? Did you see that notebook? They wouldn't blame let me, because I'm just an apprentice apparently. But it was me who found it, and he was my boss. That's right. I was pretty miffed about it, so... Let's need a peek at what it said. So, you managed to see what was written in Gregson's secret notebook anyway, did you? The way I see it, it's my right to read what he wrote. And what had he written, Gina? Dates, times, places, names, and a whole lot list of them. All details about the bludgers supposed to have been done in by the Reaper. But there could be an explanation for that. Also, there's record of the inspector's investigations into the Reaper's activities. Exactly, that's what I said. That's the first thing you'd think, right? As it happens, there's full of names I recognise anyway. Well, the Reaper's targets were almost exclusively known leaders of London's criminal underworld. Well, yeah, but there was one name right at the end that was a bit odd. At the end of the list, you mean? I'm pretty sure the day against it was 31st October. Oh, the day before the inspector was found dead. So, what was the odd name? It wasn't like a name I've ever seen before. It was something like, Nah, it's no good. I can't remember it. I don't think it was an English name, put it that way. Oh dear. What a pity. There was something else too. I don't know if it matters. But the same name kept coming up over and over. Shin, it was. Don't suppose it means anything, but... Did you say Shin? Eh? What? It does mean something? Lord Van Zeek's new name too. He mentioned her as well. The one who actually did the deeds. And now we find out her name appeared in Gregson's secret notebook. We haven't seen you for a little while, have we, Gina? Well, of course not. I've been busy, ain't I? Investigating and all that. The lads at the yard are trying to trace the boss's movements the day before it happened. The day before. That would be the undercover investigation into the red-headed leading in. Only the boss didn't go, did he? You found some code of what was pretending to be him, didn't you, Odo? Yeah, so Mr. Mitchell actually went for Park and Lime Street that day, posing as Gregson. Well, anyway, you ain't the only one turning stuff up. I got my own ways of getting results. Toby? When me and my partner get together, there's nothing we can't track down. Oh, little Toby, you're such a faithful friend. So, have you tracked anything down then? What do you think, eh? Of course we have. Can't tell you though. Police business, isn't it? Anyway. Point is, if you lot ever need any help, you know where to turn to, right? Me and the Around there. Right. You look so hellish, honestly. Gina, about your hellhound now. Chief Inspector Toby, you mean? He's the private force, he is. In Japanese, police dog means something quite different, and not altogether nice to have involved in crime. But here in Britain, it's a wonderful compliment, it seems, for a canine at least. Should be, after all, in the Great Exhibition case the other day. It's Toby here who managed to locate Drebber's workshop. Maybe it's time for another demonstration of what this secret dog can do, eh? We have something the Chief Inspector could perhaps send over, I wonder? Catch the scent.
Take that!
He might be a little too keen, don't you think? Chief Inspector made short work of Gina there. Ah, look where he's gone to. Oh my, that trunk clearly still has a very strong scent. Of Inspector Gregson. In other words, it must have belonged to him. Oh, alright. It's a fair cop, I suppose. And he nearly got away with it, too. He always talks so proudly of Chief Inspector Toby's nose and white and Chief. Will it not cross your mind that he might identify something that was right next to us? Yeah, that was a bit of a bloomer, wasn't it? That's enough now, Regina. Yeah? I think it's time you told us the truth about that trunk. It wasn't like that. It just wasn't. What are you talking about? I know what's going through that head of yours, but that ain't what happened. Alright then, what did happen? Well, like I said before, we were trying to trace the boss's movements. So I told Toby have a whiff of the boss's overcoat, and as soon as I'd done that, he went off like a shot. Straight to that sandwich. A sandwich? Not to a bag of chips? No, a sandwich. No. Mr. Navahodo, I believe Gina meant witness. Oh, I forgot about that sandwich. Yeah, he had it in behind him, between them wooden boards of his. The boss's trunk. You mean when they heard the sound like a gunshot and overpowered in here? Exactly, he nabbed it from the scene. Goodness. Me and the Chief Inspector gave that sandwich good grilling, and you know what he said? You find my friend a good price and the chap will be needing it? Talk about sensitive. Would you rather me leave the cheek of it, eh? Stealing the dead boss's stuff to flog. So Miss Venus wasn't the only one to meddle in the scene of the crime then. How could they? Insensitive. So anyway, that's how it all happened, and it's a pretty decent trunk. So I figured I might as well make use of it. Is there something wrong with that, eh? Well, maybe you and Mr. Sandwich should try to find the answer to that question together. I think perhaps that trunk should be turned over to the police, don't you? What are you on about? I am the police. Gina, if you wouldn't mind, we maybe examine it. Yeah, alright then. So what you want with it? Dobby, oi, what are you doing? Gonna lick his face off. Miss Naruto, Miss Naruto! Gina, quickly, hail the carriage! Oh, Miss Naruto, are you right? Miss Susato? Ah, conscious again at last. A blessed relief, my dear fellow. After all, to drop dead after moderate licking by a small terrier is unseemly. What is or isn't seemly is irrelevant here, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so glad there's no lasting damage. How are you feeling? Well, after that, I got a bit of a headache. After being near enough licked to death. I'm fine, thank you. Did you bring me back here? Ah, what's this on my head? A bandage? Sadly, we had no ice. So that's a compress of sugar water. Sugar water? Don't worry, Miss Naruto. It's the first aid treatment that my father told me. Oh, thank you. So, let us take tea while you're feeling up to it. But of course, no sugar in the patient's cup. Ugh, bumping my head is flowing sweetly enough, don't worry. Whenever you feel ready then. What to do? You're right, Miss Naruto. It's rather unusual to find ourselves here in the middle of our investigations. It's just occurred to me that I might have forgotten something when we left this morning. Please don't worry, as long as you continue to investigate thoroughly, you won't go far wrong. Oh yes, of course, I must get back to work as soon as possible. Thank you for your concern, Mr. Sholmes. My dear fellow, think nothing of it. I must say I was quite startled when I heard that you'd been attacked by a dog. For a moment, I feared that infamous murder of so many had come back from the dead. You mean the Professor? Fortunately, I see your prized throat is unscathed. That stiff turned-up collar of yours obviously afforded some welcome protection. Never does. Well, that close to death. All I really remember is the dog licking my face over and over and over again. Well, if you wish to avoid such troubles in future, a little mustard spread on your cheeks would do the trick. I should think that would balance the sweetness of your bandage rather splendidly.
Mit dem Schwarzbiergebot bodelt Wien Feuerwerk.
What?
Den Schlund es mir verbrannt. Ach, Hopfen deine.
What on earth is going on in here? Am I having a bad dream?
Mit dem Knacker ich
Ah, no, it's an old German folk song. Rather a fine rendition, I think. That's the least of my concerns.
den Zahn entzweie, es brach
Iris?
über deine Hut.
Iris, what's the matter?
Der dem Scheithold dich gelobt.
Who is that sprawling, that relaxed gentleman over there?
Alle Seiten es
Iris, is she even listening? Excuse me, sir. I do apologize for troubling you whilst you're singing so merrily, but would you be kind enough to explain the situation? Well, that worked. A freedom gentleman and a mute young girl. Rather a tantalizing juxtaposition. And one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction over me to find out voices too. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... The strangest reasoning within me are playing now as a delightful duet. One melody sings a reunion full of nostalgia, whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying so desperately to conceal, Iris. So as usual, you've instantly seen to the very heart of the matter. And by the time my own performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale. So then, to Musicland, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony. Pray, do enjoy Sherlock Holmes' latest logic and reasoning spectacular. Man's identity. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he is a German with no grasp of the English language, as evidenced by the Germanic song he sings and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, where is the man here at all, and in such apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of the mystery. The reason for the man's mildly irritating wobbling is revealed by the herbal tea. Nope. We obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavour has made the man's spirits soar, and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavour myself, that I may join the fellow in a state of elation. Now, to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case, requiring the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance. I find it proved problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office unmasked. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund von Ormstal. Hmm? That name sounds familiar, but... the King of Germany. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, the new question. That mask belongs to the King of Germany. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him. No, the mask belongs to Kazuma, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? And I'm pretty sure that's Professor Mikotoba. So the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. Oh, that's why last name sounds familiar. There was silence. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, Iris. But your apparent inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. The £5 note, I believe, I must say, is a compatriot. Unbelievably saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness, earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the King's secret. And now, the final piece of the puzzle. What is this secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Ah yes, we need only follow that brief involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. My favourite coffee cup, in fact. Or shall I say, the handle of my favourite coffee cup. Appears that His High-Spirited Highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. My favourite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you tried to conceal it from me. We shall have a bill sent by our government of challenge to the German royal family for its replacement. Conclusion. Behind the coffee cup. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction on this painful puzzle.
Mit dem Schwarzbiergebot modelt Wien Feuerberg.
With your silence as well, the fellow's jaded wobbling, rather rings in the ears, does it not? Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me. Pray, Mr. Sato, do tell. His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived. Ah. And you haven't said a word either, Iris. She's been acting weird since it was revealed that Sholmes had the autopsy notes. Bloodstain. Look at this dark stain here. Do you think... Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood. Oh, I knew you were going to say that. So that presumably means that this was present at the scene when Inspector Gregson was killed. It's the most logical conclusion, yes. I think Gina's been carrying this around with her. Getting any better, I suppose it does look like a grease stain from all the fish and chips. Let's have a look inside. Look, there's something inside. Oh, let's see. It appears to be a passport authorizing him to travel overseas. Was Inspector Gregson about to go on a trip abroad then? Perhaps the day of departure might tell us something. No, it was. Oh, what is it? I was to travel on the 31st October, just one day before the incident. What? Really? Gregson went to France the day before his body was discovered. Mr. Sholmes is alright, you might as well own up to it now. Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit. And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes. Yet another grievance, Mr. Narrator? Surely not. Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were just describing, and according to that at least, it wasn't the King of Germany, it was the King of Bohemia. Goodness, was it? Yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz, the prince, testified to that in court. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition on the way from my home in Bohemia. I would ask you to keep the minor area inside yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal. I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, it's our turn now to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that may have slipped in. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide on the markers. It's clear Iris is definitely hiding something. You need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene. If one truth is incontrovertible, the favorite coffee cup is no more. So, shall we embark again? On a joint presentation of Sherlock Holmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular? Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Topic 1.
Er mit dem Schwarzbiergebot modelt wie ein Feuerwerk.
So what, some mix of herbs that gives you the urge to sing? Goodness, I should like to try some. I'd like to hear singing, but this man, just how long does he intend to keep up without chewing his poet? As I said, he's been stock still the entire time, and if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either. Ah! So I'm not sure what's actually responsible for the spirit of sing, but I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze. We know this mask! Oh, you're right. So, does that mean... No, surely not. It couldn't be, could it? No, that's most definitely not him. Oh no, of course not. Of course it's not. Thank goodness. Then why is this gentleman now wearing it? I'm afraid, once again, I really have no idea.
Take that!
Bingo! The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the gramophone. Indeed, for a no well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that the fellow is unconscious. Ah, the music seems to have stopped now. I asked you, Mr. Narrator? Yes? Why would I have purchased a recording on gibberish? How should I know? Well, never mind. On with the deduction. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? That mask belonged to Cosmo. Although overly established that was actually the King of Bohemia, it seems Mr. Trump's intense obsessed with his Germany favour for some reason. Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he? As the gods, the boy whom you had in tears. Don't remind me, or anyone else. Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks? I'm sure they do. Well, probably anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king. Oh, that's right, as we all know, because we can identify the true owner of this mask.
Take that!
Yes, there can be no question. That mask belonged to Cosmo Asogi. In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable. Only you could try to make that sound positive. Cosmo's mask has been languishing on this metal chest for several days. No, that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now. But here's now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift the mask and pay beneath it. I don't believe it! Ah! Father! I'm afraid, Mr. Sappho, you must be mistaken. No! I think not, Mr. Sholmes. It would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor is my unconscious father, Eugene Mikotoba. Logic and reasoning, or just looking insane? Solved. Topic 2, Ghost Silence. Conclusion. Time to copy. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, Elias. But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. So that's the £5 note poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it? Wait, that's the autopsy notes, if I recall. Although I can't be sure, most money that we encounter is in coin form. And no, I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes in Britain at all, have we? Anyway, Father never paid money for Iris's silence. He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. Must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose. Perhaps what Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different. Now I think about it, Iris always wears our little bag on her back, doesn't she? Yes, that's right, though it's easy to forget about it because you can't see it from the front. There are 2 little felt dolls attached to it as well, are there? I have no idea, I don't remember ever seeing them before. Is it possible there's always a £5 note poking out from a bag that I just haven't noticed before too? I couldn't say with absolute certainty, but I think it's unlikely. That's not a £5 note!
Take that!
Nope. This is what you get for agreeing with someone. Let's see if I can say my answer then. Metal chest. Yes, and the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest. An excellent observation, but upon close inspection, there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. There's a simple enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I merely need to open this chest. Here we go. No! Hurry, don't! What was that? What the fuck was that? Is that never? Oh, I told you not. So you found your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is... This is somewhat different to the usual dance introduction from Mr. Sholmes. But he's left me alone on the bottom floor, so I'm going to have to dance this next part solo. Anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so... I mean, you don't actually know the answer, despite not knowing the pointing the finger. Mr. Sato, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Indeed. Oh, well, if you say so. I think we better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then. For some reason, this knapsack is really standing out and suspicious to me today. Oh, is it? It's quite sizable enough for a sizable secret. No, there's a stack of papers there. Oh god. Just looking behind the scene. God damn it.
Take that!
Nope. Clearly, the reason you've said nothing all this time, Iris, has something to do with what's in your knapsack. Sizable bag or a sizable secret. My dear fellow, you would appear to have a caught behind it. Mr. Sato, what are you... Well, you've been left alone on the dance floor, as you say, so I'm trying to fill Mr. Sholmes' shoes. Well, it's, very refreshing. Oh, but of course, I nearly forgot. You don't need to imitate every move, you know. No thank you, I've had enough Susato takedowns. I just made some movement just before she spoke, that's clear in mind. Thinking about another good look around, whilst trying not to be too rude by staring at her. Ah!
Take that!
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that key behind your back. Ah! Mr. Sholmes was running into here before. Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. That something is the key now in your hand. No doubt the key to the chest. You're so clever, Reno. So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, you can well imagine what happened. God, I'm never gonna get that picture in my head. Just but Professor Mikotoba also opened that metal chest only to be punched into the air. The man sprawled on the settee. But wait, that doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf? And the cup of tea, and above all, Sama's mask? Well, for those curious details, I can think of only one explanation. Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris? Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikotoba opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was. Only to land neatly on his face when he fell back down. The teacups journeyed through the air and when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger. You mean to say that the stylish scarf is actually just a tablecloth? This is a great detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions. Would you expect anything less? Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Reno. That concludes Reno's King now heard his great deduction on this punchy puzzle. So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for Saul?
Objection!
An admirable performance, Mr. Naohiro. Within the final act of the show, you rather missed everything of importance. Mr. Sholmes, if you'd cast your mind back to my earlier deduction. Iris, clearly you're hiding a great secret. Ah, she is. From the look on her face, Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is, the cat is not out of the bag yet. So I put it to you again. You are attempting to abscond without coffee cup. It really is a shame of how Mr. Sholmes. God, I'm still laughing at. God, I can't look at him without thinking of when he got launched into the air now. It must have been smashed when Professor Mikotoga opened the chest. Oh dear, so many fingers seem to have been broken here. But now that the deduction has taken a different direction, Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore. In other words, her great secret is something else. Surely this time at last knapsack's going to be the answer. I'm really not sure why you're so intent on showing Iris' bag to be complicit in these events. Because it's a sizable bag, big enough to carry things around, Miss Naohiro. That's what bags are. So the knapsack might never see the limelight. I really wouldn't like to say. Objection. Mr. Sholmes' favourite cup. Or what's left of it, just the handle, was obviously hurled into the air along with Professor Mikotoga. If only it had been this cup that had caught on his finger before it hit the floor. Yes, but anyway, whatever Iris is trying to hide, it's clearly not his handle.
Take that!
Nope. Okay, it's not a knapsack. Or a coffee cup. What is she trying to hide? What is she trying to get away with? Wait, I just got something else now. No, that was an knapsack. Damn it! There's only two things it could be.
Take that!
Nope. Okay, so what the fuck is she hiding then? Is there something in there? The stack of papers.
Take that! Take that! Objection!
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself. It would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth, and that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.